My fellow South Africans, we come to you with a message of hope, triumph and celebration tonight. We've done it. It's Walter Sisulu University up against the Cape Peninsula University of Technology in the Varsity Shield final. It has been 760 days since the last Shield final took place, and we have been through a great deal. But as South Africans, we are resilient, and we know no matter what happens, asimanga siyaquba. And tonight in Pretoria, on the most beautiful, picturesque evening, we find ourselves ready to play again and show the world that we will continue no matter what, as the most beautiful flag in the planet on Earth lays upon the green fields of Tuks. Looking at the rankings of the Varsity Shield, this is a battle, this is a match which we will be speaking about for years to come. CPUT versus the WSU All Blacks, two dominant sides, their only losses coming courtesy of games in which they rested players. And that's what they'll be playing for. This is the 10th Varsity Shield final ever, and I cannot tell you how much it means. Look at the top try scorers. Bucha Mputa, the captain, the man nicknamed Snake. Siyasanga Ngubelanga. Remember the name. Asisipo Malotana there as well, and Sitrelo Tole. And there are the two teams. Listening to them have the Guijo earlier, I cannot tell you the emotions. I do not know what is going to happen in the future when foreign teams have to come and face sides like this. Looking at the sides, Xolani Jacobs is an absolute star. Pai is the standout player. Kermis is coming in. Mapuku always a star. And Tori and Tole, Kori and Tole rather, look out there. I'm going to be having a battle at the center space. We look at the champions of the Varsity Cup in the background, but now looking at CPUT, I mentioned his name, Ngumalanga, the try-scoring machine. They've got a strong lock combination. Makala is absolutely cooking. Mputa is brilliant as well. And Snyders has forced his way into the team ahead of Babaza at fly half. I have the privilege of sitting next to a man who goes by many names. Some call him Fudge, some call him the king of Lusikisiki. I call him my brother, Mtunzi Mabeta. You live for this. This is what you breathe. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what this means. Tell me what this represents.
Anton Taylor, you mentioned it. It's a privilege, a pleasure, and oh, what an honor to be here calling this game. The firecrackers are out. It's the FNB Varsity Shield final. Oh boy, we're about to see a huge matchup here. Both sides pretty much unbeaten. They played their second sides. They've needed to rotate. It's been a struggle from the bench to the team management, to all the organizers, to the people in the front lines. It has just been fantastic teamwork. Kanti Nesi mentioned that it's been Project Enigma, but we're finally here. It all came together. We haven't had any issues. And you can see how keen these guys are to play. Wow.
And we will be having a moment of silence for a very...
Could we please rise and take a moment of silence for Mr. Derek Carstens? Please remain standing for the national anthem of South Africa. Nkosi sikeleli Afrika, malupaka isu pondo ayo, izwa imitandazo yetu. Nkosi sikelela tina, lusapo ayo, morena buluka sechaba sa Yesu. Ofedi sedintwale matwene u seboloke sechabasa WSU sechabasa South Africa, South Africa. Uit die blou van ons hemel, uit die diepte van ons see, oor ons ewige gebergtes, waar die kranse antwoord gee, sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
God bless South Africa. What a moment, what a Sunday. And I would like to take this moment just to talk a little bit about that man, Derek Carstens, who is the reason that this competition is here today. Back in 2008, he was an integral part of the team. He took a risk on Varsity Cup, and he worked at FNB, and he was involved in the sponsorship of youth sports by FNB in South Africa. He went on to lead the marketing and commercial side of the 2010 FIFA World Cup local organizing committee in South Africa. But without that man, who sadly we have lost, we would not be here today. So we say thank you to him, and to all the people who won't know him. On behalf of them, thank you very much, Mr. Carstens. May you rest in peace, and may your legacy live on and be honored this evening and for many more to come. Griffin Colby, the man with the honor of officiating the Shield final. I'll tell you, the excitement, the interest for this game that we have seen, everybody involved, it is just a privilege. And Fudge was alluding to earlier, sport unites us. Sport shows us what we can be. And this moment, for everyone even watching, it shows us what can be, what will be. And I remember back in 2019, seeing this scene, and here we have it again. We're back.
Yep, we're back. Steers brings the ball onto the pitch. Peyton Lee Snyders takes it out. This will be a very important part of the game. Kickoff receives all the small little battles, lineouts and scrums. Taking your own ball will be so vital for the sides, and discipline will be key as well.
Make sure you stay behind, okay? Thanks.
This is it. This is the 2021 Varsity Shield Final. We are back. Let it begin. Are you ready? So the alacrity with the chase from CPUT shows all you need to know.
Wait there, 9. Good.
Fudge, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? This is what I want to know.
Oh man, just absolutely awesome, Anton. Of course, there are no fans here, but you can hear the hits a little bit harder, the intensity. You can feel it so much more. You can hear the players communicating. It's awesome, and what a start to the game. Clinical from both sides. Very good kickoff, good chase, and a fantastic exit.
Kubelanga, the man they call the carburetor because he never gets tired. Finds his mark, finds his captain. Buchamputa playing his final ever Varsity Shield game. Oh, Usu. And they're a physical side. They have struck fear into almost every side they've played. Now they're moving.
Well, the wrestling match has started nice and early on. It was a fantastic grip. Looked like Golani Jacobs from WSU All Blacks in the tackle, ripped the ball, then he was held up by the CPUT players. Very good defense. Roland van der Heever in there, Muhammad Hendricks and Che Klaassen.
Can't go past this line, okay?
They've got two sides to attack from now, CPUT. Will they try to play for territory? Will they hold on to the ball?
Time is off. All right. Just set up squared. Go in the gap.
Try
okay?
to dominate collisions nice and early on. Speaking of dominating collisions, just 4 kilograms separating the two sides in the front row and 24 kilos in the tight 5. But the back weight, 60 kilos more CPUT. So a little bit of an advantage there, but it's all about technique and a collective shove.
Let's see how this first battle goes.
Sit. Collapsing that side, picking it up. Collapsing it, number 1.
I mean, it's just Tolani Jacobs, loose head on the far side for WSU All Blacks, not supporting his weight, folding in. So an unforced error from him and a mammoth of a kick. Snyder's showing how valuable his boot has been for his side in this season. Fabaza on the bench, you mentioned Anton, he played really well as well. He's got a huge boot on him.
And what a
Don't walk in, set them up.
What a card to have up your sleeve, to have Imibango Vabaza to come off the bench.
Okay, okay.
Now,
Thank you.
CPUT.
Oh, but black offside at the line, I'll take advantage.
And the thing about an empty stadium, ladies and gentlemen, there may not be crowds, but you can hear the thuds. Up close, these players are ginormous. The physicality, it is echoing across Tick Stadium.
Wait, I gotta give you a mark.
And I can tell you there's a sense of anxiety, there's nervousness, there's excitement, but to have these two teams coming in, singing their Guijo, both up for it, it is a thing to behold.
I know the vibe has been fantastic throughout the Varsity Shield.
Thanks, Chris.
And you can see nice and early on in the game that it's very intense out there. Big hits being put in by the WSU All Blacks, but not getting that discipline right, giving away a penalty for being offsides. The 2 unforced errors for them so far. It's allowed CPUT. It's a very good compete. Great take from Hendricks in the end.
Okay,
Another opportunity for them here.
Wait!
More set.
Come.
Ngubalanga, you can see him joining there. To the blind, over the top, get out the way! Slaughterbones in Channel! Assisi Possibulele Malotana opens the account.
Well, we've seen that celebration. Papa Pump showing that bicep. It's a very good line out. That is crispy clean. Van der Heever takes it very well at the back. They're getting shoved backwards by the WSU All Blacks. But there's very good communication. Hugen Engelbrecht, brilliant pass. And of course Snyder's all the skill, but how's about the bounce? Yo.
Thanks, Eeks.
Ooh, almost bent it like Beckham. Fudge, run me through this, run me through this. I think we're gonna get a replay.
Assisi Malotana finish it off, but there's a good pass. Snyder just drifts with it well, and boom, shakalaka, Malotana. Clinical play from them, very good line out, maximum height, a good set, and just fantastic awareness to use the short side. Good 9-10 combination. What a finish from Malotana, great strength.
And those are 2 very dangerous men standing in together right there. The restart. Good jump for it. It was Lesnar Lesnar's nickname. given them Lunati. The boys are keen to run.
No, no. 7.
See the size of Ulrich Lewis. Engelbrecht. Oh, easy step for Mapuko. Now space opening up. Nkula, nominated for a back that rocks. Zono, Mapuko. Tole just pressed it to his waist. The big men showing their skills. There was an attempted assassination of Pai, but he got out the way now. Machubela.
Play on.
Moving. Nope. Well, I was going to say nobody's going to stop him, but I stand corrected. And who was it? Asisipo Malotana.
Oh, that's strong defense. Huge defense. Brilliant communication. They just fanned out and used the touchline as the final defender. Great strength shown by Malotana. Scored a try in the opposite corner. And now that's a try-saving tackle from him.
Get back in. Wait, in line.
Oh, precision. And a fantastic take, it must be said.
Wait.
Snyders. Madijo. Nkula. Beats the first, taken down by Matthew Kunrad. Pai. Mapuko. Kori.
That's unlucky for Sakhele Ngeno. He hits that ball accurately with his boot, and there was so much space at the back. He's also got some very good speed on him, Ngeno. Smart player. Really good attack from the WSU All Blacks in that stanza of play. Getting through the phases, getting the ball out wide. Just not direct enough. Brilliant by Aseko Machubelela, breaking the CPUT line, which is shown to be very strong. Both sides, you can see it's finals rugby, up to the challenge, making the big hits.
Yeah. Time is back on.
Ngubelanga. Amir Hendricks. Amir Hendricks was leading the Guija for CPUT recently.
Don't take your point. Keep your point. Keep your point.
Had a chat with Theo Twala. And I have to say, the vibe for CPUT and the enthusiasm really has been amazing. But WSU, of course, famous for their energy, for their love of the game. And now a bun fight. Snyders, wow, he's going to keep a receipt for that one. Sold 3 people. Boyka. And a good low. The carburetor. Hey! Matthew Kunrad. All 115 kilograms of him. Change of direction. Oh! 1-2 step!
Number 4, never onside, offside.
Well, there's that defensive line again, letting them down, WSU All Blacks. But, wow, silky smooth, Phaeton Lee Snyders.
Balls. Number 4, never onside. So.
Look at that skill through the back door, and Hugo Engelbrecht.
And this was the offside.
It's just discipline in those areas. It's going to be a key area of the game. It's letting them down so far, WSU All Blacks. just finding themselves offside in the 22. Now Snyder's to inch that lead a little bit further.
And Snyder's takes his shield tally for CPUT to 71 points.
Brilliant, that's a line break from him. 3 people sold with that dummy. Strong, nice direct running from Yuri Lewis. So CPUT finding some space and finding holes. It's been individual brilliance so far though from Snyder's. They need to mark his number.
Nwandile Mapuko sends it deep. It was weighed up. Down the throat of Mapuko. Nkula. Well anticipated. And the kick. Well, he acquitted himself well.
Yep, the famous banana kick without much of an angle to gain any ground. Uses it brilliantly. Gets his side about 40 meters there. Playing a very good territory game so far, CPUT.
5.
Big line out for the All Blacks.
Let's get in. Let's go.
It's a bit messy.
They'll need the support from the bench. Good to see them celebrating that small moment there, those small battles, winning them. Makhubelele gets up there, but he just wants to get 2 hands in front of the ball. Very good compete from Roland van der Heever. He's having a good game at line-out time.
Keep it up, okay? Thank you. Steady. Coach! 5. Sit!
Sturdy scrum set up quickly by Engelbrecht. Oh, dangerous man, they're giving it to Nkutu.
It's a good strong run from Nkutu. What a counter-attacking option that is. He straightens the line really well here, beats the first defender and then draws in that last man. Opens up a little bit on the outside, but good defense from the WSU All Blacks. Just fanning them out towards the touchline.
Support you, by the way. Keep it up. Same message to you.
Lineouts have been a bit scrappy for them. Haven't really been solid enough with their scrums, and they need to get those parts of the game sorted out so they can start launching attacks.
5. Steady. Sit. Keep it up.
Oh, it's a real battle. Now there's a run. Danger! Danger! Players are plenty. Let it go to the left. If they do, it could be on. Corey beats the... Oh, and just backwards the call. Ngeno.
Second one. Second one up. The second one's a little bit knocked by number 12.
Very smart defense. They had the overlap. They needed to just get it out there quickly, but it was a good shoot up as well. Good hands. Mapuko, the man they call rugby, gets it out quickly. And that's brilliant from Nathan Kutu. Just slows down Corey. Kills the overlap. Good play from Engelbrecht to get his paw on that ball as well, knocking it backwards. But another opportunity for WSU All Blacks. They're looking so dangerous when they have ball in hand.
Yeah.
But can they sort out their lineouts? Their lineouts have been one of their pillars throughout the competition. Pai and Makhubelele have been some of the best.
Get back 9. Get
I'm
back
looking
10.
at the
Get back
men
10.
in the WSU back
In the
line.
15.
And one thinks if they can just get hold of it, so the line-out works. Pai takes it. The maul. Yeah,
No, 6. Advantage on the side.
rolling around. Grounded. Apukana feeds it.
Stay on. 8. Stay on.
Forward that time, a bit flat-footed.
Stay on.
Again we go. Dingezweni
Last man's feet.
also comes from Lusikisiki. Fine man, there it is. Nkabi. And Chebe now. Out we go to the back line. Tole.
No advantage, guys. 6 on the side at the maul. No advantage.
Oh, he'll be coming off the bench. What an impact player. Mielani Ngobeni, known as Itoje. Good patient play from the All Blacks. Good communication between the tight five. We saw from Lapai making sure that Siasanga Dingezweni, the big man, gets the ball in hand.
Time off, we got blood.
So time is off now for a little bit of blood.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to be complaining.
Okay, blood's fine.
Okay.
Time back is on.
No,
Even
look,
as
it's been-
commentators are trying to bring my heart rate down.
Yep, it's been a frantic start, hasn't it? Both sides like playing with a high tempo. They relish getting quick ball and they know how to generate that. Showing good technique with their racking and how they place the ball. Good game management though from WSU All Blacks, making sure they can just get over the advantage line before passing it wide. Solid defense from CPUT. Can they hold out?
Sit.
It's a strong scrum.
Advantage not on.
And the turnover now. Makala with the kick. The 8th man is standing in as a 10. There's a fumble. Nkula under pressure does well. But I'll tell you what, Esto Makala might want to consider a positional change.
Yeah, that's brilliant. He's gained his side 50 meters, a very strong scrum. I almost thought they would have kept it in there. I think it's taken out too early from Adri Kermes. Fantastic reaction speed. Puchamputa forces that knock on. Magdala's there to pick it up, and that's just great skill against the touchline to kick it in field, still apply that pressure. Very good from CPUT.
Get back, get back, get back, then, get back, then.
Lineouts, picture perfect.
Yes, no, you didn't come.
Roly van der Heever, the recipient. Into Belleville Tech. Oh, a very hard kick comes off a WSU player. Now a bun fight. We're going to be heading into the strat break.
Release. Tackle was complete. Tackle was complete, release.
So Snyder's the man infringing the laws. There's a big boy, D'Angelo Williams. Now the WSU All Blacks players happy to just get out the way.
Okay, thank you.
WSU All Blacks, they're doing really well with ball in hand, but they're just not allowed to do that in the right areas. This is a very big opportunity for them now. They've got a strat break as well, so they'll be able to hear from the coaches.
Yeah.
Otherwise, from both sides, not so bad. It's just that WSU All Blacks aren't turning those visits to the opposition's 22 into points.
So we're going to look at the try, and really, you know, we'll talk about it afterwards, but the intensity of the past 20 minutes has been just really at the highest level. But look at this, for physicality, just the disdain, not interested.
Yeah, Malotana, great strength out wide. It's a mismatch. Snyders does so well to draw in the last defender, and it's a number 9, just not big enough. Kapukana gets bounced by Malotana.
And you know what? Credit to Kapukana for taking on the challenge. He could have very easily pretended not to get there in time.
Yeah, it was good covering from him.
Yeah. And that try scorer as well put in a try-saving tackle on Aiden.
No, don't listen to the back line. This is our play. We're dominating there. That's why we want to scrum. We go forward and we keep our ball.
One of the assistant coaches, Ludwig Boy.
Too many mistakes. Each contesting it, line out, one going up. We need our listeners to follow. We track. We understand what they're going to do. That overthrow, we already planned for them. We have.
So lineouts being one of the things Ludwig Boy is speaking about there, and rightfully so. It has been one of the problem areas for the All Blacks. They haven't taken enough of their ball cleanly, and it's a part of their game. I said it's a pillar for them. And also he spoke about them not contesting. Why are we not getting up in the air? Why are we not contesting against CPUT in those lineouts? So probably the only part of the game they need to have a look at. Otherwise, so far so good. Both sides looking crispy clean. Very few errors from both of them.
Fudge, it's a great point that you make in terms of the intensity with which the teams came in. I expected that there would be more errors because the anxiety, the excitement was, and as we mentioned, the empty stadium, every person sitting in Tick Stadium could feel it. And I have been really impressed that the passes have been sticking and the discipline has been holding.
Yeah, it's a good show so far, good outing for both sides. Keen to throw it around, keen to play some rugby. It's rugby that rocks. It's FNB Varsity Shield rugby. It's lovely.
To the 5, keep going.
We have the privilege of talking to Mr. Alistair Tace, the CPUT coach. Mr. Tace, you must be pretty happy with what you're seeing thus far.
Yeah, look, it's quite physical out there. I mean, the boys are keeping quite disciplined in that first 20. I think we need to just work on our connection on defense. But other than that, it's going quite good so far.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach Alistair, a really good show so far in the first 20 minutes. You know, discipline was one of the things you worked on as the competition got closer to this final. Do you think that will be an important part, especially in the last 20 minutes? Do you think they'll have the fitness to keep that discipline?
Yeah, look, last 20 minutes we normally bring our bench on, but we've worked hard in the first and second bubble on improving our discipline, which is going to be key for this game.
No, 100%. Good luck with the game. I know you called that you'll be taking this one. No hoping for you. So far, so good.
Thanks, man.
And Coach, I got to jump in. I saw a beautiful rendition of Sweet Caroline last night from the boys, and I hear the chias and really the spirit of the team is good. So well done on that, and good luck going further.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Who's going off, guys? Somebody has to go off.
So whilst we were chattering away, there has been quite a big moment, and the man whose name I said, do not forget, Siasanga Gubalanga, has come off the field, and it is because of a yellow card. And however, I think it's Malotana has been sacrificed to make way for a hooker. So now with a one-man deficit in the scrum, Wusu, Wusu, Wusu.
Oh, they've got huge numbers out wide.
No, on the line.
Yeah, Fudge has a great point. Kapukana, if he can send it out, there could be trouble. Mapuko, monstered.
What's the instinct in the scrum?
Oh, they're shocked on the touchline.
No, it's scrum, guys. Penalty scrum.
And it's the Rock, Big Sicelo Tole, who's down.
It's scrum, guys. I didn't see. Let's go.
Take a look at the replay. Mapuko just needed to look up and pass it out wide. Even a cross kick would have done.
Penalty, you're going to play. What are you going to do?
Tebo Khomodikhowa is all alone, the number 11 out wide. He was signaling to them on the inside, but no reaction from the Wusu All Blacks. Not to worry, though, they do still have possession of the ball. Wow, and you can see there's some blood. It looks like he's slightly cut around the eye area. I wonder if they'll perhaps go up to this. Griffin Colby says relax. He doesn't want too much chatter.
Time is off.
So, yeah, there's as we know, head wounds. Hopefully it's just, Fudge and I have both had a bit of cuts to our head in our time.
You're speaking to me. Relax, okay?
So, yeah, we'll hope for the best. We'll see what happens. Oh, he's getting up. Just like that.
He's a unit, though. Look, it would take a lot.
The Undertaker!
Yeah. Wusu All Blacks enjoying territory now, 63%. They just need to translate that into points. They've been struggling to do that so far.
Well, I just realized his nickname's The Rock, and I called him The Undertaker. What an insult. But he did really just stand up from the dead, and looking at the sin bin at the naughty boys.
Yeah, they're sitting like that as well. It's almost like Asisipo, Malotana, a little bit upset, saddened by...
It looks like Fudge and me when we get told by the director to calm down.
We can move from there. We can move from there.
The number 13, Sicelo Tole, one try away from holding the record for Wusu All Blacks, most tries scored in a season.
I must say once again, we were really concerned about Sicelo Tole, and then he just stood up. It was amazing. So very glad as well for him and for the game.
Crouch!
Yeah, no, great to see. Back to action. What an opportunity for the All Blacks.
Sit!
Yet another strong scrum from Wusu. And another penalty. Might start seeing hands going into pockets again.
All right, we can't continue like this. If it's going to happen again, I'm going to take action, okay? Thank you.
It's a warning for Puchamputa. Wusu All Blacks now keeping the ball in very well. This is good play from them.
Yeah, 3 collapsing.
Really dominating at scrum time now.
No,
6
collapsing
penalties given
Let's go,
away
guys.
to just the 3 of the Wusu All Blacks. They need to score points, though. They need to translate that into points, though, the Wusu All Blacks. Going for the scrum again. So remember, they could get a penalty try, or he could reach into his pocket, like you mentioned, Anton. They're a man up, Wusu All Blacks.
Sit!
Let's see what happens. CPUT putting up a valiant defense. The wall stands strong. Mapuko all the way out. Madigo. And I gotta say, Jurek Lewis has been solid on defense. Did it come off a blue hand?
Take advantage.
Yeah, advantage. Mapuko. Pai. Stunning hands from the forwards and the backs. Timbani Kori. There she goes down, but showing off really with the ball skills of Wusu. They're known for their physicality. The deft touches. Kabi.
Number 16.
Oop.
So they go back for the penalty, but that's some stellar defensive work from Sesona Makala. gets in over the ball and forces that turnover. Silky, smooth hands, just not really working out for the WSU All Blacks.
Yep.
The play after that
Okay.
was good hands shown by Siasanga Tingezweni.
Thing as it warrant.
And they've got space out wide. Remember, they are a man up. They're just not getting it wide
Captain.
quick enough. I mean, really good defense close to the rucks, not allowing the WSU All Blacks to get over the advantage line and then be able to have enough time to get it wide. So, strong defense from CPUT.
No, you could, as always, Twinty Mabeda on the money. There's been
Captain.
several occasions where, not to criticize WSU, but,
In the zone.
you know, considering the danger men they have out.
No more.
But I think they'll want to, well, there is the ticker. They want to get these 3 points as quickly as they can to capitalize on the 5 minutes remaining of that yellow card. Three points, and how's that for a light show? Hey, where else in the world is there? No one else in rugby on planet Earth is doing that. Antilom Sindesi, Project Enigma, this, take a bow.
Yeah, it's brilliant to see, isn't it? And Litankula draws first blood for them. Finally, they do get some
sure that
points
they find the
after
ball.
camping down in the 22. They are a man up though. 5 more minutes with that. They like throwing the ball out wide. Can they take advantage of that?
So unsurprisingly, CPUT go deep. Magau.
High tackle. 13, high tackle. 13.
Yuri Lewis. Yep. And this is that discipline we were speaking about now. I wonder how Alistair Tace will be feeling. Still 13 minutes before halftime. And that penalty count just rising for them. They've given away 4 penalties now in the past 7 minutes. CPUT. It's allowing the WSU All Blacks some momentum now, giving them that psychological edge that's so important. And there you can see it, it's clear, he's just not low enough. Needs to get a little bit lower than that. It does seem to be sucking down. The attacking player does sort of go in a little bit low, but look, at the end of the day, safety first. It's great to see, Anton.
Yeah. Rules are rules, and you know, Soria has made a point of it, but Jurek Lewis has been a monster on defense. Kapukana, Mapuko, firing it on. Hello. Nathan Nkutu introduces himself.
Advantage knockout.
It was a lovely pass, but just a bit too deft now. Matthew Kunrad actually went to Pretoria Boys High.
Advantage over.
The man who fielded it, there was a little fumble.
Yeah, no, Lita Nkula showed some good strength with that big hit. And a deft touch, find some space. And an uncharacteristic mistake from Lita Nkula, but a very good chase to put him under pressure, force the error out of him.
You're going to feed more straight to the knee, okay?
It's a big scrum now for CPUT. WSU All Blacks will be looking for the tight head.
Bye.
Haven't had possession of the ball, CPUT, not much in the past 10 minutes. They'll be relishing this opportunity.
Oh, Fudge, give me the lotto numbers. He called it.
Yep, that was a very important scrum in the game as well. We spoke about psychological edges. CPUT are a man down. They want to keep their balls. They definitely want to keep hold of the ball. They need to keep hold of the ball. And WSU All Blacks targeting that scrum, going for it. Huge moment for them in this first half.
So the carburetor, I think he is having a very stern talking to. And Fajr, this is his area of expertise in particular, but you said that this is where WSU needs to get this right. 30 seconds left with the one-man advantage.
Look at those penalties conceded. 9 of the last 10 conceded by CPUT.
In the 5, come.
Works out, taken by Pai.
Obstruction. Bolton in front.
So a lapse of concentration from the WSU All Blacks. A good line out, taken well by Pai. Unfortunately there, an accidental offside. He lost his bind, caused that obstruction. There's the banana kick by Snyders. Showed earlier that he can get some good yardage on it and does so again.
The ball has to be in front.
So they creep a little bit closer to the 22. It's a good line, and there you see them just dislodging.
Stolen now. Pai.
Taken back.
Defense up aggressively, and well, that's not something that happens to Lesnar too often. But Magau fends him off. Now Shea Clarkson listed his nickname as Lord Shea. Fields it. Nice little step from him. But isolated.
Isolated the only one.
That's what they needed.
Look at that.
That's exactly what they needed. It's a huge turnover for the WSU All Blacks. They're unlucky to give away that unforced error, give away that penalty. They're starting to gain momentum now. The pendulum is definitely swung. Of course, the penalty count from CPUT allowing the WSU All Blacks into this game. So they don't go for touch, which I think is the right decision. Take the points. This is a final after all. Litankula, very good kicker. 1 out of 1 so far. This to bring them within 2 points. CPUT, of course, back to 15 men now.
Oh, the lights go up. The carnival continues. 2-point game.
Thank you.
Yep, green for goal. It was a fantastic kick chase from the WSU All Blacks. Shea Clarkson's maybe let it bounce once or twice too many times. Does well to step, get over the advantage line, but he is isolated. And that's fantastic play from the big number 8, Audrey Kermis.
Oh, very competitive. There's discussion about which hand it came out. No matter. Oh, it's charged down. Lord Shea fields it, gets a pass in! And strikes fear into all those near Hendricks. It's 5 for CPUT.
Amir Muhammad Hendricks gets in for his 6th Varsity Cup try, Varsity Shield try. It's just too flat from him, but brilliant play from the little number 9, Hugo Engelbrecht. Does the work, good offload, Shea Clarkson, Lord Shea picks it up. Fantastic jump from him, what a leap. Lord Shea, good hands, offload on the inside, and who is it? Big Hendricks.
Did he give a little wave? I think he gave a little wave. Yes, love to see it.
Was an influential big part in their win in 2019. Kicking will be important. It was that night. It will be again. Big kick for Snyders.
Oh, I could frame that.
Yeah, splits the sticks beautifully, Snyders. But it's really good play. Best form of attack is defense. They've applied pressure onto WSU All Blacks in the right areas, and it's a wave and a try for Hendricks. Look how much it means to them on the touchline. They know every point counts. It was significant in that 2019 final. that CPUT won. They won it in the last minute.
So now, just as it seemed as if it was a 2-point game, the pendulum, whoa! Hello. We felt that up in the commentary booth. It was on Boyka. So, man, I feel confident, strong enough to take it. His nickname comes from the movie Undisputed, Boyka. So a little bit of a, well, you could argue, deliberate play off the feet. Nkula runs, kicks it with his left foot. Hello, this could be trouble. Raven Smith, outside of him, he's got Malutana. Beats 3, gets out the pass.
Yes.
Malutana. Well, this time he came up across. I think it was the same 8th man, and he wasn't allowed the opportunity to get the bounce this time. No, sorry, it wasn't. It was a slightly bigger defender.
It's the big boy, Siposihle Magau.
Having none of it.
None of it at all. Oh, that's just sublime skill. And that's the Sipa Malotana. Yep, thinks he's going to do what he did last summer, but no. Big number 6 is there. Brilliant defense from him to get over the ball after the hit. Force that turnover.
I think both Molotana and myself got the 9 and the 6 confused. Tried to go for the bounce, and Magau said, not on me, bro.
So 3.5 minutes now before halftime. Big number 1, Jacobs, shares the secrets with the hooker, Nkabi.
9.
Works out for them, salvage it. WSU will really want, I was going to say, they'll really want to get a try now. Not sure what that was about. Oh, now we see the emotions.
It took a while, but we knew tempers were going to boil over. It's frustrating for the WSU All Blacks as well. It's been self-inflicted, hasn't it, Anton? The unforced errors, they just aren't. They're their own worst enemies so far in this first half.
Egan?
And CPUT have absorbed all the pressure that's been coming from the All Blacks.
I believe blue players came in and run in. I just want to make sure on that, because I couldn't see any clear punches or shoves in the face.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're looking for punches here.
Foul play.
Punches or shoves to the face, Anton Griffin Colby.
We'll get back to you.
Very good to see, trying to control this aggression.
I hope we don't see punches, because that would be a pity in a game with so much to play. But let me...
Strong defense by the big D'Angelo Williams, trying to get it to that extra defender, the touchline. Khubelele does well to stay in here.
Situation. Egan, just give advice on that,
But
please.
his shoulder does, yep, touch judge has a look. But we're looking for some foul play. The Haji Baji is about to begin now.
So we see the provocation. That's a firm back slap.
Look at Hendricks. It's all the mind games. It'll be important, especially later on in the game.
Control your players. You already know.
Good maturity shown from Shomla Pai.
Griffin?
Yes, Egan?
Yeah, there was no punches thrown, but it's just, you know, it was escalated by 4 by pushing and shoving after the call came for the ball was in touch. So just have a chat to both captains, because this players just escalating things that really doesn't need to.
So we're going to continue with the line-out, or should I deal with number 4?
You can continue with the lineup.
Okay, thank you. Captain.
This is important for the referee to sort this out. Really good stuff from Griffin Colby.
All right, we cannot continue like this. This is a final. We want good rugby. We want it in good spirit as well. Speak to your players. We're not going to deal with that again, okay? Just push and shove. We're not going to deal with this again, okay? Please, let's have it in good faith. Okay, thank you. Speak to your players.
And I'll tell you, well, in South Africa, we don't call those punches, so I'm very glad to see that there was just, that's pretty much just how we greet each other at work. But a good point that Fudge made, because a beautiful game, anyone's game. What a pity it would be if it you know, yellow, red start coming unnecessarily.
Yep, spot on, Anton.
Kubalanga, Engelbrecht, Snyders launches it. And I tell you what, you consider WSU been struggling a little bit. CPUT might be licking their lips at the potential steal. This is your area though, so feel free to correct me.
Anton, you're right, they will be licking their lips here. They've done very well with their visits to the 22, the efficiency they've shown there, and always scoring points when they visit, applying pressure on defense. Remember the last try they scored with Hendricks was through a charge down and good pressure off of them trying to exit. They've had problems with their lineouts. They need to sort it out now, the All Blacks.
Wait!
Works out for them.
In the 5, come.
Pai. Strong run, Makau.
No, 2!
Alberta.
From the side and offside. Number 2. Offside and coming from the side.
Much better from the WSU All Blacks. Good line out. Solid setup of the maul. Applied some pressure on CPUT, who lost an opportunity with ill discipline. And
Got players down.
it's a good opportunity for WSU All Blacks just before half-time. He's been so strong. Siposihle Magau takes it up well.
Is he okay?
And there you can see clearly coming in from the side.
Good.
So the niggles and injuries, we knew we would start to see them later on in the game. And great fitness and conditioning shown by the players so far in this first half. We haven't seen too many injuries or niggles.
Especially when you consider, and you know, you brought this up first, Fudge, that they've been playing in extremely condensed conditions, a couple games a week, and the boys and I think the management and the conditioning teams really need to take a bow, because yeah, they've looked after themselves.
Yeah, look, and it's been high intensity rugby. Collisions have been huge. There have been big hits in this game as well. But yeah, you're right, Anton. Medics for all the sides in this Varsity Shield can definitely take a bow. They've managed the players. We haven't seen too many injuries. Machubelela struggled with an ACL injury and was out the entire year last year. Has come back really well. It shows some work the players have been doing with their time off as well.
And Fudge had been mentioning to me earlier, well, I'll share that secret with you after this, because now Matala does a pirouette. Takes about 3 men down. Engelbrecht, Amir Hendricks. He is so keen. He is so pumped up. And he just didn't want to let go. What happened there?
Yeah, what a character. He's been great for the FNB Varsity Shield. Played a huge part in that last-minute win in 2019 against the Madibas out in Ebeja. Great stuff for him to work through the tackle, get down to ground. But ill-discipline, lapse of focus with the technique, really costing CPUT. It's their 13th penalty they've given away.
And now last roll of the dice for WSU. Well handled, I thought. But was judged to have gone forward. And talking about escalation, you can hear the roars getting louder from CPUT.
Yeah, but it's those mind games, the psychological edge, so important. It's a really good press from CPUT to put pressure on the big Tembani, Matolo, Kori. But they need to keep it a little bit tighter, keep it a little bit more direct. Really run the unders line into that number 12 channel to get over the advantage line.
Fine.
Just a little bit flat-footed on attack.
The siren. Kala, yeah. Try once, try twice. You're gonna need an army to stop him. Maybe even a dart gun. Flung out, and I think CPUT say, you know what? We're pretty happy with that. We'll take a 15-6 lead. And a absolutely exhilarating, goosebump-raising, anxiety-raising game at halftime. Oh, after 40 minutes, that's where it is, and it has been a pleasure to be in here. Fudge, can you just finish off?
Yeah, you can see they're starting to look a little bit demoted, aren't they? But just not getting it right, not playing directly, trying to get over the advantage line, spreading it a little bit too early, not using their forwards. The WSU All Blacks and CPUT have done so well. They've been clinical. It's been brilliant from them. They're playing rugby in the right areas, putting pressure on the WSU All Blacks and getting points for it as well. So brilliant play from them.
Leading 15-6 going into halftime.
The Road Warrior, once the affectionate nickname bestowed on this beauty. Na-ndi-pa, it would reply. But the communication they had would be replaced by virtual meetings inside. If this now mere weekend warrior could add one thing to the meeting, it would say, "Drive me, Nandipa." If you drive less than 15,000 kilometers a year, you can save up to 20% on your premium.
Do you want to bet anytime, anywhere? Now you can by downloading the Sportingbet app. Cash out your winnings with our exclusive auto cash out feature. Access our daily prize boosts and watch your payouts grow. Bet not going your way? Change it with Edit My Bet with max payouts of up to 5 million rand. Register now to get your first deposit bonus of up to 2,000 rand with Sportingbet, SA's largest sportsbook.
It's a fixture laden with history between two of the capital's most successful clubs. A rivalry born from an ongoing power shift and heightened by player-swapping clubs. Both given one last chance to have their biggest say yet. The game may be changing, but the world's greatest football league is better than ever. When Chelsea take on London rivals the Arsenal, we have the world's best football, anytime, anywhere on the DStv app.
Imagine a start button that becomes an enter button, connecting you to a car that needed a whole new track to test it, where petrol power and electric energy coexist, revealing a sports sedan designed like nothing you've ever seen. Now isn't that amazing? The 2021 Lexus IS Hybrid range. Experience a new dimension. Lexus. Experience amazing.
And it's CPUT, the men from Cape Town, in the lead at the end of the first half, 15-6 in favour of the reigning champion CPUT, are looking to win their second title on the trot. WSU, on the other hand, are looking to stop that and bring home the trophy to the Eastern Cape. A lot has happened in that first half, although it was tight. Let's see what went down.
And looking at the highlights, CPUT came out firing. Both teams, in fact, came out firing. And CPUT, of the two teams, perhaps the one who were just able to execute, but just sheer power. Molotana said, not today. And crossed over to open the account for the first try of the Varsity Shield final.
Yeah, Phaeton Lee Snyder's Anton just slides out wide, draws in the last defender and pops it out wide to the strong Malutana. Does brilliantly to get over the line.
And it was just an energetic, wonderful start for them.
All backwards.
Good pressure from the try scorer as well there. And here's where it comes on. Hugo Engelbrecht with a fantastic charge down. Lord Shea on the inside and Hendricks in the corner. Best form of attack is defense, and they show it there, CPUT.
Lord Shea doing so well to follow up on the charge line. It was a three-man effort there, and Amir Hendricks finding himself right in the perfect position to capitalize.
Yeah, he just doesn't get his kick high enough. And Hugo Engelbrecht, a very good leap from him. Great skills shown from Shea to pass it on the inside. Brilliant CPUT.
And Fudge will tell us the story of the stats.
That's what we're out here to win. Varsity Shield Rugby. It hasn't been good enough yet for the WSU All Blacks. They've had opportunities, haven't they? They've had 63% of possession. They're playing all of the rugby in the right areas. They're just not turning it into points. CPUT, through their ill discipline, have also allowed WSU All Blacks to camp down in their half. 13 penalties to just the 4 of the WSU All Blacks. But take a look at the handling errors as well. Every time they've had opportunities to score and launch attacks off of their set piece, they're just unfortunately making small mistakes. 5 handling errors to the 1 of CPUT. What a second half we're going to have.
What a second half we're going to have. Before that, we're going down to Couture Low to continue the action.
It's 40 minutes to go, then we'll see who gets their hands on the Varsity Shield trophy this year. 40 minutes between them and Glory. Will it be CPUT for their second title? Will it be Walter Sisulu University All Blacks, all the way from the Eastern Cape, who are going to wrap up a very successful Varsity Shield bio bubble? Don't go anywhere.
Hey, does your bank help you get financially fit?
NAV from F&B does.
NAV?
I'm buying my first place, and NAV helps me set savings goals.
Hey, what about this one?
Saving can be tough.
Yeah, but NAV helps me stay on track.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
Impressive is knowing I have a healthy credit status and how much I can spend.
Okay, nice.
I can see myself here.
Consider it sold. Does your bank help you navigate your life like that?
Mine does.
This is a roulette wheel. It spins fast. The ball drops faster. Now imagine 12 individual roulette wheels spinning fast, and the 12 balls dropping even faster, one after the other in the different wheels. Your heart is racing faster and faster. Will the ball land on red or black? Bet on Lotto Star's Instant Roulette Live to find out. Lotto Star, your world of live games.
Shine through the gloom and point me to the skies. I triumph still if thou abide with me. 149 years of rousing football history. It's the final of the Emirates FA Cup. We have the world's best football. Live on SuperSport, only on DSTV. Proudly sponsored by gbets.co.za and Ram Hand-to-Hand Couriers.
Can you hear that? The sound of change. Plugged in, waiting to be unleashed. A race against time. 12 of the world's most powerful teams. This is Racing Electric. Welcome to Season 7. Change accelerated. Can you hear that? The sound of change. Plugged in, waiting to be unleashed. This is Racing Electric. Change accelerated.
It's second half of the Varsity Shield final. CPUT leads WSU All Blacks 15 points to 6. 40 minutes left to play and everything to play for. That's the shield these men are fighting for. This is the venue, Tuck Stadium, on a stunning, windless evening in Pretoria. And we're off. A deep restart and a fantastic take from Lewis. Boyka Lewis. Can't stop, won't stop. Puts in a left-footed kick. The chase is on. Oh!
22. Oh, I think that was Debza Madiho there with some really smart play. I think he just lets go of it. Could have held on to it. Could have jotted it down. But it rolls over in the end. Brilliant. Boyka Lewis.
Boyka, I mean, what a start to the second half. There we are trying to get our breath, put on our headphones, and Boyka Lewis runs through almost the entire WSU. But as Fudge said, credit to Madiho. Well-placed kick with time off the left boot. A big return fire. Snyders, he's a man who can kick. He stays in his 22. And make sure of it.
Oh, not only does he have a cannon for a boot, Snyders, but he's got sniper accuracy as well. It's been the big difference. That's great play from Raven Smith. Here we see Boyka Lewis. Won't stop, can't stop Anton, and it's very smart play to use the space behind, and good covering defense. A little bit too heavy. The ball wins that race in the end.
Wait! Worked out. Iwulela Zono. Cursed him.
Let's go! Yep, and there are a couple of youngsters in this WSU All Black side. Him being one of them. He's shown great maturity. Shom Lapai. He's been one of the leaders. Only 20 years old. The Dalian. 6 handling errors to the 1 of the CPUT. When you're handling the ball 6 times worse than your opposition in a final, it's going to get frustrating. It's going to be demoting. They just need to hold their heads now. Big job for the captain.
Pull, sit, pull.
It's fine. Let's play on.
Engelbrecht.
Okay.
Snyders. Nkutu.
Forward pass, no advantage. Thanks.
Raven Smith, he's done really well. He's allowed for his flyer, Fate and Lee Snyder to drop back, and they're using his boot with great efficiency. It's a good pass. We know Nkutu wants to join the line. He should have maybe held on to it. They're drifting sideways a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to keep it up, okay?
So dangerous when he cuts in, straightens the line.
We're lucky the ball popped up that side, okay? Keep it up.
This is where WSU All Blacks have been the most dominant in the game so far at scrum time.
Bye!
Pull! Sit! Pull!
Sturdy scrum. Mapuko.
13!
Stabbing kick, some work for Smith to do. Well, not really. He's just going to watch and hope and get his wish.
Oh, it's about 90 centimeters too heavy. Litankula, the captain, that's a lot better from them now. Just trying to play in the right areas. He sees a gap at the back. The fullback and the winger were covering the touch lines, and it would have been a really good kick if he had got a nice press on it. But CPUT are just keeping them turning around in their own half, not only with their kicks, but also some of the unforced errors from the WSU All Blacks. We know how important and how deft his touch is with that left boot, Litankula. A little bit unlucky that time. Great chance now for CPUT. They've got 2 sides to attack from. They've split the back line.
And I love trying to guess which side it's going to go to.
Keep it up.
Yeah, Boyka looked hungry. Snyders, now the pace coming from Smith. The Rock brings him down. Strong counter from WSU. Snake Mputa. It's his last 36 minutes of Varsity Shield Rugby for CPUT. Yeah, that was sneakily, illegally embezzled.
Yeah, Mputa. What a way to end off a fantastic Varsity Shield career. Top try scorer of the FNB Varsity Shield in 2021 is Mputa. That's of course only if Malotana doesn't get in for another try or another two. There's the man we've been speaking about, Pucha Snake Mputa. Showing good strength.
Line out works again. Amir Hendricks. Fade out. His fellow lock, Rolly van der Heerfer. Studying public administration. Matala. Oh, good tackle on him. I think it was Corey. Now spread out space, opening! Sliders! Sliderman does what Sliderman can!
Oh, he's been so smooth, silky smooth, simply sublime from Phaeton Lee Snyders. He's drifting off of the ball so well. Engelbrecht, they've got a really great combo going on. 9 and 10 combo, we know how important that is in this game of rugby. What a game he's had. He's managed the game with his boot. He's run onto the ball. He's attacked really well, drawing in players, setting up a try and getting in for his own. Sells the dummy so well, Anton.
Looking forward, hoping to see those lighting poles. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to jinx you. Sorry, Leighton. Fagan, rather, excuse me.
Yeah, unlucky from uncharacteristic of him. And look, those points are going to be important. Look at how he's just always running on. There's that huge dummy again. And it opens up for him like the Red Sea, almost untouched. Snyders.
The smile.
Pace as well. Wow, that's brilliant from the number 10.
And I'll tell you, the amount of dummies he sold, I mean, he could open a baby factory. Tole is not happy with the state of affairs. He charges up with energy. Oh, it bounces awkwardly over Nkula's head. Mapuko just on his 22. Finds, I think it was Nkut, not sure who the Pop Malatana rather. And now Snyder's using that boot. Hello, that's pretty neat. The goose step comes.
Okay, play advantage for 4.
Amir Hendricks with an athletic attempt.
Never onside of the kick.
But he's offside.
Starting to get a little bit loose now, Anton. It's opening up. We knew it would start to open up, but a little bit earlier than I expected. Expected around the 60th minute for it to open up, and another missed kick from Nkula.
And
White 3.
oh, Magau, we've seen he's a physical player. This time he decides to palm it off to Kermis. Mapuko.
Side entry number 8.
Take it quickly.
That's 10 meters.
Haile puts in the kick. Oh,
that's close.
I love that. Yes, yes, boys. That's what rugby is about. But try saving attempt there.
Yeah, that's just brilliant camaraderie, great sportsmanship shown by the guys. They just had a fantastic foot race as well. Asisi Pomalotana. For a big boy, great stride, really good speed. He's looking fantastic out at the wing, is Malotana. And Lunati Ngele has done really well with his boot as well, finding some space out wide. Of course, they still get possession of the ball now with this 22 kick.
Smith, plains of space. And Finds himself running into tight forwards. Cut out pass, the risk pays off. Makala beats one, of course. And bravery from Litankula did what many other wouldn't, and it continues. Danjo Williams. Ayele puts in another kick, this time fielded but isolated, looking for the penalty. Musa did well.
Use line.
All Blacks have done well to get back and clean their tireless work from the forwards.
Really good play by them to slow it down. But now, oh, he's gonna go! Go for it! Go! 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 Oh, yeah! Yeah, boy!
Look at the smile on his face. A world of confidence. Everything going his way. A complete fly half performance. Strikes it wonderfully. Well timed, well weighted, sniper accuracy, Snyder's.
As you say, it is the complete picture, the perfect 10, as one might say.
What an outing.
Boyka runs into Polani Jacobs. His nickname, I was once told by his manager in 28, was Charmer Boy. Magawu. When there's a lot of anxious CPUT players wondering who's going to have to make the first tackle. Eventually, Lord Che by the ankles, but it goes to Sikelo Tole. Kapukana now overlap if the boys can get it out. Kula. I think it was Taylor who took him down.
And he's been so good. Lesnar, Nele, he's been really, really good. He's played a different game as well. He's showed his diversity. He's putting it down to the boot. He's defended really well. Closing off Litankula, they joins the line brilliantly. He's also got a good dummy on him. Doesn't fall for it, tackles him, and it's brilliant, brilliant play from Malotana to support him and get over. That's also another combination we've seen working really well. He's chasing down Nele's grubbers, putting pressure on the All Blacks at the back. Is Malotana, and that time following up Lesnar's tackle and getting that turnover. And it's starting to seem like it's just too much momentum from CPUT, and it's almost turning into an unsurmountable task now for the All Blacks. Zono, he's been tireless, he's worked really hard. But there's that man, Itoje Bobeni. What an impact player.
I'll tell you, the battle that I'm loving about the center battle. We got Tole Kore versus Kaele Lewis, Lesnar versus The Rock. It's been fantastic stuff.
All backwards.
Comes out the side of the All Blacks. Magawu, per usual, doesn't get stopped on the first time. Mapuko shrugs off the attention. Hey! Oh! Makala! He doesn't like that stepping game. Oh, the beautiful loving hands of Polani Jacobs, the prop. Kermis still going. Wins his team a good 30-odd meters. Kapukano is up quickly. Pai!
12 wide offside.
Or rather, Khabule, excuse me. On
12 offside, 12 offside.
Oh, that's unfortunate for them.
Unfortunate.
And just when they needed it, they've got an extra injection, an extra gear that they've got now, WSU All Blacks.
Oh, backwards motion. Hello. Did he just...
Shea Klassen just expressing himself. We've seen a couple of cool passes out there, but they need to remember this is a final. CPUT just want to control the game. The work isn't totally done yet. Still more than enough time for WSU All Blacks to get back into this game. They just need to fix the handling errors. This is a huge, huge tackle. Huge. Tembani Kori Matolo goes into the wrong man. Puchamputa.
And then Luce.
Stop, mate.
It's just not direct enough. They need to slow it down. As soon as they've broken the line, they're getting that quick ball.
Keep it up.
You just take it once or twice up with the strong Makhubelelas and Pai.
Crouch.
See how strong Kermis is as well with ball in hand.
Bye.
And Snyder's come for Vabaza, Anton.
Well, it's just outrageous that you take off probably the best performing player and you have no concerns that he's going to be almost matched by the replacement, maybe even surpassed, if that is possible. Abukana Maera, his nickname. And again, stunning hands from Olani Jacobs.
That's good. You've got him still.
Just stop it. Get out of my way, he's saying.
He's been really good for them. Van Heerden. Van der Heerve, rather.
Boyka.
Now play on.
Kutu. Opportunity now. This is where WSU can be very dangerous. One of their most dangerous players in Kula, rather. Lots of players out left. Pai, Kori. Olani Jacobs. We've been talking about his beautiful passing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Looked like he was almost held just before he could hold on to it. This is good play. They've marked Corey really well, but how's that? Olani Jacobs in some space. It's a good pass right in front of him. Desperate defense though from CPUT in the end. They've defended so well in their own 22. Also that last pass just not going to hand for the WSU All Blacks. You have to say one more phase and they're scoring in the corner.
And we've seen that a few times.
No, and CPUT again now, with an opportunity to exit, relieve themselves of the pressure.
All right, guys. The whole scrums was good the whole game. This is steady, settle easy, and go in the gaps, okay? Thank you. Get stability. Both teams, let's go. Yeah.
Well, they targeted a scrum.
Let's continue with that, please.
Towards the end of the first half, on the far side of the pitch. They got the tight head, and they got a turnover. This is just as important for them now, if not more important. You have to think if there's a scrum they're going to target, it has to be this one for the WSU All Blacks.
This is a do or die.
Sit!
Well, they're listening to Fudge. However, CPUT get it out. Techies, however, will be handing over a line out to WSU.
Yep, and Imibongo Vabaza is on the pitch now. More of a tactical kicker than Snyder's, who's more of a runner. It's really strong work. He's been good in the loose. Kolani Jacobs, good at scrum time.
6.
But the pressure is relieved with a decent exit from CPUT. And a secondary opportunity now to hold on to the ball and get some desperately needed points.
Cheba and Kabi. Clan name Statu.
Once.
In control.
Tackle.
Comes out. Corey did well to pick that off the shoelaces. Kapakana, good directing of his troops. Wow, you heard that hit.
No, leave it.
Mputa making his mark.
Assist tackle release. You got him to ground, you have to release.
So what do you, Fudge scrum? Are we throwing it out there or are we going line out?
Look, they have to go for the scrum. They're a little bit far out.
Okay.
if I'm a WSU All Blacks, yeah, you need to get a little bit closer to the touchline. Maybe points wouldn't have been such a bad idea.
Get the pendulum ticking.
Bringing them within 14 points. Remember, there's still over 20 minutes in this game.
And 20 minutes in Varsity Cup rugby is a lifetime. So we are now entering the strategy break, and we'll see in 20 minutes time what kind of world we live in and what kind of match we have. But it's a moment for the teams to talk, to reconcile, to reconciliate, and let's see, we might hear a little bit. See if
guys are looking a little bit tired now, but they've done half the job. CPUT. They just need to control the game, and that discipline will be key. We spoke to Alistair Tace earlier.
Now, Fudge, if you're the WSU coach, Akona Ngajima, how do you tell a team who's making small unwanted errors? I mean, obviously they're not doing no player. Okay, I'm gonna.
Let's watch that slider.
Jerome Barbader.
Let's watch the slider. Watch the slider and tank them. Take them out. Let them do that slider, but we smash them to the touchline. Okay? Scrums are going well now, guys. Scrums are going well. That's on our line out there. Relax. We don't rush the game. Just slow it down. Make the proper call. Relax. Look for the 49s now. And the fruit and that stuff. Fruit 9. All of it. Yeah, we're going to do it now.
Last 20 minutes. Let's call it 44. Let's call it 44. Let's call it 44. Jiggy.
So, Barbader, forwards coach for CPUT, sounded happy. He's right. Scrums are starting to look a little bit more stable. It's allowing them to exit, relieve themselves from pressure. WSU All Blacks will be throwing everything at them now, but if I'm Coach Akona Mkijima, I'm telling them, Anthony asked me the question, what do you tell them? They're making small mistakes. So easy to be demoted and to feel down, but they need to have that BMT. They need to keep the excitement, but you just keep it simple. We've got a huge line out now. You'd have to think they have to score from this opportunity. Keep it simple, do the basics. Maximum height in the lineouts, nice and tight at the maul. Stick to the game plan. Route 1 rugby.
I like that. Route 1 rugby. And there we go. Oh, he's held on to it!
Oh, just what the doctor ordered, Anton. It was a little bit complex. It was a beautifully executed trick play. Great hands shown by Ngeno.
Look how quickly they're going for the kick.
Oh, they're right back in it. Lee Tankula knows.
Lights up. What did we say? 20 minutes, anything could happen.
This is just a brilliant collective play. Great pass on the inside. What skills? None.
Well, Fudge said Route 1 rugby. And I think the reason his audio went off a bit now was because it went straight down to WSU. Well, the pleasure of talking to Mr. Kona Ngajima. So you must be very happy with what you just saw.
No, definitely. I think that's stuff from the practice ground. So you have to be happy when a set piece works out.
This is also pretty good at what you're looking at.
Yeah, coach, things working well. Finally, they're able to launch an attack from their lineouts. Wasn't working well for them in the game, but just what the doctor ordered at the right time. 20 minutes to go. Do you feel you're still in this? Do you think the boys have the fitness? We know you've been struggling with some niggles. to take it all the way?
No, definitely. I think we're in the game. We were always in the game, but we just played against ourselves. We've got the legs. I think they are more tired than us. They were more frustrated because we had the ball position. It's just that we're not making the clever decisions and we're not playing in the right areas. So at the moment, I think it's about who wants it the most, who's hungrier. And I think we are hungry. We should be getting this game. This is our game.
Well, Coach Nkajima, thank you very much. And, well, it seems as if what you're saying completely true. And all the best for the rest of the game.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And sorry for the turn. It was just very exciting to watch.
Oh, Anton, exciting is right. And both coaches showing how confident they are in their players. It's been a competition where they've been in bubbles. They've had more time with each other.
And such a good point you make. Both coaches, when you listen to the voice of Akon Nkajima right now, he knows, he believes his team can win it. There was not a doubt in his mind. That translates. I was wondering what he said to the boys 20 minutes out, and whatever it was, the energy went across because they score a try and now they're going to add 3 to it.
Yeah, I know, excellent, and you can see how they've changed the tactic. Now taking the easy 3 points, they just scored off of a line out, but good game management, I think, for them. They're increasing the tempo as well. Things looking good now for the WSU All Blacks. Last 20 minutes of FNB Varsity Shield rugby that rocks. Oh, Anton, here we go now.
You know, Fudge, I want to say this is the stuff that you and I dream of. It's the stuff that viewers dream of, and Fudge made a great point earlier. None of this would be possible were it not for the discipline of the players, of the coaches, and for Varsity Cup and Varsity Shield for making this all happen. We would not be able to watch the spectacle were it not for the dedication and discipline of others. To all of those who have made this possible, thank you. Because I, for one, am having an absolute joy. Oh, they're never going to kick it. The run is on, cutting through. And now they are finding a new gear. Siqela Tole chasing after it. And...
Oh, he's an athlete. Mielani Ngobeni. Itoje, like a flash in the background, a giant. I couldn't believe it was him. What a chase from him. Brilliant. This is when they this is when they play at their best as well, attacking from their 22. The captain leading that attack. Good inside pass. Tole, fantastic awareness to see space behind. Take a look at Itoje, keeping up with the outside backs. Desperate stuff from Nathan Nkutu. Oh, and Boyka
again, undefeated.
But they've found another gear, haven't they? You can see the bench is up as well. The impact players making a very, very big influence through the other players.
Fudge, they've found 3 gears. I mean, we've gone from... Sit!
Stay bound.
Pushing forward. There he goes! This is a game of rugby!
Oh, if you could hear and see the bench. It's all heart, the confidence coming from the head coach, Akon Nkajima. Wow, what a scrum. Great patience shown by Kermis this time. What a finish from Eric Mkapukana. True grit shown to get over the line.
Okay.
And this is to draw even. Almost at a loss for words. He's done it! And I'm just gonna call it. Before the strike break, we said anything can happen. Here we are.
Yeah, the scrums are better for CPUT, but great dominance from WSU All Blacks. Great finish from the little number 9, Tapukana. There's that bench. Oh, they love it. They're in it to win it.
And what a take. I gotta say, if you have friends who, I don't know what they could be doing on a Sunday, perhaps they have certain commitments, but if they are free, tell them to tune in right now to channel 211 for 15 of the most exhilarating minutes they might ever see. It is on 23 points ill. Varsity Shield Rugby.
Not going offside.
Whoa, this is a big moment now. Litankula with an uncharacteristic mistake. He started off, he planted the seeds for that try earlier with his counter-attack from the 22. Got the 2 points as well with the conversion to bring them tied. 23 apiece. When they take the post, this is going to be a very difficult kick. But who better to take it than Amy Bongo Famaza? Sitting at around about an 85% kicking rate. He's had 5 attacking kicks, 3 defensive kicks, 11 runs. Litankula leading from the back, so dangerous. Also, just a complete fullback. And this is a huge moment now. Imi Bongo Babaza in the corner for the lead.
And we stay even. What?
Well, no, we do. We stay even. Here's the uncharacteristic mistake, just mistimes it there. It's a fantastic little up and under from Babaza. That's why he's on the pitch. Very clever substitute to bring him on. It's just a mistake there from Nkula, but they get out of jail free though. Babaza doesn't get the conversion up against the touchline. It was a difficult kick. It just fades out.
And that is a powerful stabbing drop kick. I'm going to try calm myself down because the past 10 minutes have absolutely torn me apart.
Doesn't get that up and under right that time. You can see what they're trying to do now. Put the ball up high, get 20 meters or so and go for that 50-50 ball. WSU All Blacks forming the huddle. Great opportunity for them to hold on to the ball now, apply some pressure and get away with at least 3 points.
Slom Lapai comes in. Oh, it works! Ah, no, Anton, it did not work. Sorry.
What do you guys want, scrum? Line up?
No, Anton, it looked good. It's a very good throw from Nande Lucas, but unfortunately, and sides have gotten this wrong. Oh, there's nothing in it, is it? 5 centimeters or so over his outside shoulder. But they needed to just open it up a little bit more at the back, make that throw easier for Nande Lucas. Not keeping it simple, maybe take it to the front of the line out, but they've competed well, CPUT. They've closed that option.
Coach! Bye. Sit! Wait. Yeah, slip. Just a slip. Just a slip. We gotta get your Edmund in there. Yeah.
Battle continues at scrum time. Olani Jacobs and Dingezweni have been really strong. What fitness, great conditioning shown by them. Both front rows. Matthew Kunrad and D'Angelo Williams strong as well.
Bye. Sit. Keep it up the side. Keep it up.
We saw the big push from WSU. Taken back, the call, charge down, danger! Magau!
Knock on, that's a holding on. Feel knock on here.
Oh, what a charge down. Look what it means to Makubelela. He knows how important that was. They can smell blood now. It's good to see that they're communicating. They know how big this moment is. Last 10 minutes. We're tied. Really good pressure from him. Magao, he's been so busy now throughout the game. He's been the enforcer for the WSU All Blacks. Great work from him on the ground to get that turnover, seal off the ball.
Coach! Fine. I want your apron in, please. You gotta be in. Yeah. No, you gotta be in. Okay, thank you. Let's go set up.
What's it? Yeah.
Coach! Fine. Sit!
Maera. Oh.
Yep, and it's an error.
Two knocks.
And you want to start hoping that it hasn't creeped in. There's so more little mistakes. Ah, that's uncharacteristic from the man known as Rugby, Mapuko. He's been really good for them as well today, attacking the line. So, what an opportunity lost.
Yeah, ladies.
But not completely lost, not because of what this tight five brings for the WSU All Blacks.
Indeed.
They're looking strong, they're still dominating at scrum time. CPUT desperately managing to get it out at the back under all kinds of pressure.
I'm having flashbacks to 2019. I was sitting with you, Fudge, when CPUT won the Shield final in the last play. If we don't see a score in the next 7.5 minutes, we could go into extra time. But with monsters like that clashing, I won't predict the tie at 80 minutes just yet.
Yeah, all of these guys showing good fitness. Hendricks, especially, with another good carry. And they love playing in the final 10 minutes, Anton.
Well, now the tables have been turned.
And you can expect there will be small errors coming in. The pressure's right up there now.
Well, I mean, look at Hendricks. Look at he's been playing like this for 70 minutes. He's 102 kilograms. And as you used the word love earlier, you can tell he is loving every moment. And it's his last game for CPUT. So one perhaps understands why.
Oh, no, definitely last game for Corey as well, inside center for WSU All Blacks. They've marked him so well, CPUT.
Coach!
This is a big moment.
Fine. Okay, you can't bind like that. You gotta bind on his back. Okay, don't touch his shoulder. Okay. No, bind on his back or side. You're binding on his shoulder. You can't bind there. Okay.
Onika Mkijima joining Matthew Kunrad and Ngubelanga in the front row. WSU All Blacks will be looking to get a bit of a right shoulder, make it easier to pass it wide.
Fine. Sit. Keep it straight.
Kela, Apukana rather. Some fast straight lines. Kula
play on.
changes position. And I was about to say for the first time Magawu had the better of him, but he didn't. Vabaza feeds out Malutana.
Oh, hands now.
Starting to conjure up memories of John Alomu. Is that Hendricks again? Yes, it is.
Advantage knock on.
Boyka.
Advantage over.
And this could be it!
My word!
Nathan Nkutu! He said he was raised by 10,000 people, and to the 10,000 parents, look upon your son and see what you have raised!
Oh, Nathan Nkutu. Excellent. Gets in for fourth. FNB Varsity Shield try. Oh, and you could see how much it meant to him. He never gave up. He's the one player in the CPUT side who has chased every single kick. He's reacted in the loose, always looking to apply pressure, even if he doesn't get there first. What a mistake from Audrey Kermis.
Oh, good, Ig.
And that top
Time off.
Time off.
The kick or not, and then also if you kick it out of
Mapuko,
his hands.
great awareness.
Okay, so come to you
Boyka
again.
Lewis puts
Taking
it
the play
to
with the
ground.
forward
It's a
kick,
good
and
chase
after
back
that,
from
taking it to
Ari
kick the ball out of his
Kermis.
hands.
Audrey Kermis, but he just doesn't hold on to it.
On for the senior start try.
Okay, no problem. Get back to you.
Thank you.
So they're going upstairs to have a look if there was any foul play. I think the try will still stand,
See anything?
but I think they're looking for offsides, Anton. It's going to be a fiery last 3.5 minutes of this game. A little moment for them to breathe a little bit.
After my dramatic try celebration, if we get called back for offside, I guess we'll stay 23 all.
Just stand by, Griffey, just trying to get the angle.
All right, thank you, Egan. Captain, we're just checking if he was in front of the kick, and after that as well, checking if he kicked the ball out of his guy's hands. Yeah. Right.
WSU All Blacks have been a little bit shaky under the high ball. CPUT using it to great effect. A very good chase. You see how they come around the player, put a little bit of pressure on Mapuku. Uncharacteristic of him to knock it on. And look at the effort. Tireless work from Nathan Nkutu. Put some pressure on Kermis. And looks like he gets the reward.
Yeah.
Look at the medic.
I think it's all good.
I think what they'll be looking for here as well,
if it came off a foot or a hand,
it's been kicked out of Kermis's hands, because you are not allowed to do that. It would actually be a penalty for the WSU All Blacks. Whoop, and there it is. Oh, fantastic angle work from the cameraman to find the perfect angle to see it. So not allowed to do that. I wonder if they'll give him a yellow card for that. But should be a penalty
Griffin?
for WSU All Blacks.
Yes, Egan?
Okay, so firstly the player was onside when he went through.
Okay.
And then the final kick, the black player had the ball in his hands when he kicked the ball out of his hands.
Okay, so it's a penalty against him for kicking the ball out of his hands, Egan, if I'm correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Captain? Captain?
Well, I'm going to say
While
amazing.
the player was picking up the ball, your guy kicked the ball out of his hands. Cannot do that, it's foul play, okay? Yep. So, Captain?
Facial
You
expressions.
kick the ball out of your player's hands, it's foul play, okay? Can't do that, penalty for you guys, okay?
Yep, and TMO, the ultimate
It's a
heartbreaker.
penalty against you for kicking the ball out of his hands, okay? Yes,
We saw
penalty
even
against
on
you.
last week
Foul play, you
Monday
can't do
it
that.
actually happened again. I believe it was Ngantueni, a fullback for Rhodes, who
Come
kicked the
back on.
ball out of the player's hands over the
ball
try
out of the
line. He
guy's
got a
hands.
yellow card because it is cynical and it was to prevent the try. So it is a penalty. You're not allowed to kick the ball out of a player's hands.
So we got great camera work, great play in the lead up to it. Boyka with the kick, and Nkuta certainly with no ill intent. Here we see it again, but great understanding of the rules. This is why Fajan Beta is the best in the biz.
Oh, it's tireless stuff. It's going right down to the wire. 3 minutes left in the game.
I suppose to the impartial observer, we see the bomb sent up.
Advantage over for the free catch.
Free
Stop,
catch.
stop. Yeah, touch the play on.
Mapuko got some steam. Smith made the tackle. Bukana. Seteni.
Can you believe it? Matthew Kunrad, biggest man on the pitch.
Yeah, buddy.
Take a look at this. He's there nice and early, shows space. You won't get him off the ball. Good strength. What a play.
And he said he listens to Eminem, and I was just thinking before, the iconic lines, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, tear marks on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti looks calm, but he's ready to drop bombs, and that's exactly what he did. Go long, and now WSU, bullet pass. Lesnar really does well. And that is an insane pass in the corner. Ooh. And I'll tell you what,
That's it, Anton. There's that discipline. That is their 18th penalty of the game. Looking like their first game where they gave away 23 penalties.
No, there's a knock from you guys.
And how important will that be? A huge kick now from Litankula. He's got a very nice kicking style. He curves the ball really well. There isn't much wind out there. Not even a slight breeze. In fact, very favorable kicking conditions. And what a huge moment this is. Almost just 1 minute left in the game now. Will CPUT's Varsity Shield be defined by ill discipline? It all comes down to this moment.
Well, also defined by the kicker. 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Sure, he'll try to use the full 30 seconds with the kick clock.
We look for the lights.
Oh, and he's missed it. And he still had 20 seconds on the kick clock. It just looked like he rushed it a little bit there, Litankula.
But look, I mean, unimaginable. A lot of pressure on the gen.
A huge amount of pressure. Potentially the points that would have won them the Varsity Shield final.
Well, it looks like he might have his chance in extra time, unless he comes up with something in the next 30 seconds. Bomb sent high. What do we have, gents? Does it end now, or do we go into extra time? A host of WSU players. And it must be said, WSU have done extraordinarily to get themselves back into the game 20 minutes ago. I said, who would have imagined we'd be here? There it is, there's the siren. What do we have, gentlemen? Olani Jacobs. Ojola. I see back. Oh, the call. Amir Hendricks.
Oh, that's a big hit.
That is a big. It sounded like a 6 being hit out of a cricket field. Ngobeni. Well, Fudge.
Now look, for Litankula, I don't picture him missing twice. Look, there's a lot of pressure. Itoje always getting over the advantage line. Does so again. It's very good cleaning, but you can see Shea Clarkson on the wrong side of the ball. Enforced by the good strength shown by Itoje. Getting through the tackle, making it so difficult for Shea Clarksons to roll out of there. So you were right, Anton. Litankula with another opportunity. This will be the last play.
Yeah. This is it.
Oh, what a moment for the WSU All Blacks. What a moment for Eastern Cape Rugby.
What a moment to be alive. To win the Varsity Shield final.
By a hair.
Oh! Captain's
Okay. Well, you know what? All that means is the action continues. We're going to have a few more wrinkles by the end of it. But as you say, by a hair. And to quote, any given Sunday, life is a game of inches. And that's how it ended after 81 minutes for Litankula.
It's just so difficult to tell which side this game will go, but CPUT, that discipline really costing them. 2 opportunities have gone the WSU All Black side, 2 missed.
So, in one of the most remarkable games we've seen, in one of the most remarkable final 20 minutes of rugby we've seen, we level up at full time, 23 points all. CPUT tie WSU. So this was, we're now running over the game. This is how it began. Smiles. Oh, this is, sorry, this is live.
Where you are now?
They're wasting no
You're
time.
left to right, you're kicking off. Okay, enjoy. Thanks, guys.
And it really did start like that, though. This will start now with extra time.
And so, excuse me, I thought we were going to replay. The coin toss has been made already. And I don't know when I last saw a game that went into extra time. I even watching it. So, like I said earlier, text your mates. We're going into extra time of Varsity Shield, which has been one of the most, I'm going to say it, one of the most exciting rugby competitions in the planet right now. One of the best rugby products on earth. A bubble in which not one player in the Varsity Shield has had COVID. We now go in to extra time. So I'm gonna throw it to Fudge, and he is gonna explain the extra time rules, how it's gonna go down.
So they'll play 10 minutes aside now, Anton. If there is no winner at the end of that, they will be having a kick out. And the last time I saw that was about 7 years ago, the under-21s Young Guns with the Varsity Cup. They had a kick out at the end of it. It is so exciting. All the players have a kick at posts. It's almost like a penalty shootout.
Whew. Sunday is meant to be the day of rest.
It's just so hard. You just don't know what to expect in this game. Okay. It could go either way. CPUT need to sort out their discipline, though. If they don't, I have a feeling WSU will walk away with this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we now begin the first half of extra time in the Varsity Shield final. Boyka up strong with defense. Would you have thought that this would be the scenes? Would you have thought it 20 minutes out? It's the final we dreamed of, to be honest, for the impartial observer and commentator. Free kick, well taken, good decision making there by Kermis. Taps it, sends it to the big boot. Sees some space. It's well placed. Engelbrecht. Got it out quickly. You can just see how big he is on the field. 94-kilogram unit. And of course, it takes the captain, Snake Mputa, playing in his last 20 minutes of rugby for CPUT Shield Rugby.
Oh, and it's Bucha Mputa. The rock, Dole. Finds some space, very good, straightens up, great decision making. He holds on to the ball. Now Mbuta's over there quickly, but he's off his feet. He cannot carry on playing it. Great desperate rucking from WSU All Blacks.
But you called this, you literally, you called this, you said, and we've been pointing out the penalties conceded, and it has been a problem before in earlier games for CPUT. And one thinks third time lucky. A lot less pressure this time. It's not to decide the game. Well, not thus far, could in the end. So 10, 9. And we get the green light.
Third time lucky is right, Anton. That puts them in the lead. What a way to start the first half of extra time.
Okay. He's on his way.
All started with that Sikole, the rock Tole break, and that patience. He showed great patience to hold on to the ball and place it.
Get him off, please. Thank you. Good to go. Come back on.
Sent high, sent deep. Returned. Raven Smith. Babaza.
Yourself. No, your ball's available. You're pushing him now, your ball's available.
Yugi Engelbrecht. Now there the forwards. The carburetor in the midst. And now we're seeing the emotions coming.
Oh, they've held up a unit. He's been really good for them. Roland van der Heever just can't work his way down to ground. Great defense shown by WSU All Blacks, holding the player up, turning it into a maul, forcing that turnover because it can't get out of there. They've dominated at scrum time as well. The All Blacks. CPUT will be under pressure now. They can't afford to give away another penalty at scrum time.
Coach! Fine. Sit!
Scrum works perfectly for WSU. Nkula to the left foot. Free kick. The tap. Babaza lasers it. And there's a bit of space. I'll tell you what.
What a kick.
Yeah.
Lisole to Valisi. He is the fly-off. He's come onto the pitch as well, and you can see they're starting to play a smart game. Play in the right areas, put pressure on CPUT.
Okay, I'll give you now, sorry.
Very well executed game plan. Great response from the players. Very good game management.
Valisi came on for Tembani Kori, who had an absolute cracker. Acquitted himself very well with the product of Isimela. Comprehensive high now. Snaffled up. CPUT. Engelbrecht quick into the battle.
No, play on.
The thud turned over. Kermis
ball's out.
Ripped it out. Mahubulela. Pai. Mapuko with a twist around
Ball's available, ball's available.
Maera feeds it out. And look at this. Matthew Conrad. Large man. Lord Che involved in the tackle there. He's waiting for it. Lesnar. I wondered if it went backwards, but he is not happy with either way.
No, The Rock, not happy at all with that. It was a grabber of a pass to him. And WSU All Blacks, they were starting to look really good. Oh, and what a game he's had.
The man! Matthew Kunrad, take a bow.
Let's go. Set up.
And he said before a game, he eats a bar one. Definitely doesn't eat mom's spaghetti. As mentioned earlier, the M&M fan. Absolute cracker, young man. Be proud of yourself.
Yeah, fantastic fitness and conditioning from the big man. Absorbed some pressure at scrum time as well. Some critical moments in the game.
Relax. Both backs going in. We've got to get the cap, okay? Just give yourself some space,
Josephus comes on for him. And that number 18 jumper.
Yep.
Fudge, I'm just having flashbacks to Akona Ngajima, who said 20 minutes out, he said it's going to come down to who wants it more. And at that time, his team was trailing by a considerable amount. And I'll tell you what, he called it.
Yeah, he called it. Here we are, all heart on this pitch.
That's it, heart. And I might add, a little bit of discipline wouldn't help. Passes are, oh, Kudu, heartbreak.
Oh, he just needed to hold on to that. Nkutu, big boy, they call him the Kudu. They don't call him that for nothing, Anton. Very strong.
They don't just give you the name, the Kudu, the biggest antelope there is. The son of 10,000, the son of Kikwit in the Democratic Republic of Congo. It would have been all sorts of problems going on if this had just gone to hand.
And that's the kind of space he's so dangerous in. Another opportunity for the All Blacks to launch an attack. Backs are lined up very nicely, giving options to Valisi.
So it forces the scrum to go ski, okay? Cool, thank you.
Communicating with Sake Lengeno, who runs a really mean inside line.
Thank you, that's better. Crouch! Bye! Sit! Keep it up. Keep it up.
Kapukana, who has been tireless. Valisi. An uncomfortable kick, well done. And now, of course, this very strong wing. Asisipo Malotana. Makala, nominated for both player that rocks and forward that rocks. He has an engine on him.
Yep, thank you.
Babaza hunted Makubulela.
I don't say anything.
Engelbrecht wiggles his way out of trouble. He's taken down. They need a new scrum half. I love it. I love it. Really fun to hear for never shying away from contact. I don't think anybody in this field, to be fair, shies away from contact. The pass comes out. The carbonator smashed out. But let's also not take away from the pass from the Kudu.
Oh, it was great playing. Kubelanga did really well to hold on to it, but that man, tireless, Kapukana, brilliant cross-covering defense on a big man. Look at that. Excellent. Uses the touchline as the last defender. Kapukana, fantastic D. The WSU All Blacks playing rugby in the right areas. Valisi allowing them to do that.
Nandi Lucas. And
Skew. What do you want, Captain?
Yep, they're not opening it up at the back end.
What do you want, Captain?
Still all kinds of pressure on Nande Lucas. This will probably be the last move now of this first half of extra time. Just not opening it up enough at the back. I don't think there was much wrong with the throw.
It's a bit reminiscent of the one which I praised earlier, and it was just, I think that in case it was skew or, you know, not opening up. We hear the siren.
Steady.
Surreal scenes. We're in an empty stadium in Tuks, in a bubble, in 2021, in extra time for the Varsity Shield. And at half-time of extra time, WSU leads CPUT 26 points to 23. And we still need to see how the scrum will go.
Yeah, the defensive effort shown by the players on the pitch has just been stunning. From Lapai is now flanking down the number 7 position. Audrey Kermis, number 8 for WSU All Blacks, has had some absolutely crucial defensive plays.
Sit! Keep it up.
Butch has mentioned the scrum of WSU. They've been pushing every time. Good work there from Nkutu Fabaza. Malutana. Oi, get some airtime.
So the Rock.
The Rock.
So much strength shown there. You are not getting out of that hold.
He's just lucky he didn't get the people's shoulder elbow.
So, and I love the sportsmanship, the camaraderie, players giving it everything. Awesome to watch.
All it was the people's elbow around the shoulder saying, good play. And that's what the camaraderie makes it. And a fantastic game sees half-time of extra time, with the score at 26 points to 23, WSU leading CPUT. And not for the first time, we are having team talks. If you consider the strat breaks, the half times, the extra times, they've had a few discussions. Fudge, at this point, you know, I keep on mentioning Akon and Kajima. Is he just telling them just heart? Is it tactical advice, or is it just passing on energy?
Look, I think you can see it as well. I think they have a little bit more energy. It's about energy for them, and they've got the fitness. They've shown it throughout the competition. They're very well conditioned. They're hungry as well. Which team will want it more? He believes his side wants it more. CPUT with the ill discipline, they were in the lead. They had a huge lead. They would think they should have won this game. They should have closed it out at least, managed it a little bit better. Discipline has been a big issue for them, and this is finals rugby. Marie comes on in the scrummy position. Hugo Engelbrecht has a stormer of a game. So have those two men, Kubelanga and Lord Shea. Last 10.
Last 10. And we can actually say that Boyka, undefeated, undisputed.
Take him back. White! Yep, inside.
High kick.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, some hot stepping but slipping in the muddy conditions. That field has seen some work today. CPUT doing well, slowing it down. And I must just use this little pause.
Stay outside.
And I'm going to use this slight lull in play. We've been talking a lot about Akon Gajima, but Alistair Tace as well. The players have such wonderful things to say about him. Boyka, as he sends it out, you know, the message I got about Alistair Tace, they said he treats the players with respect. The message is humility, accountability, and the spirit CPUT have built up really has been remarkable. So, you know, I was speaking to the team manager, Luandile Theokwala, and he has been the manager for 8 years. He was put into the position by Siyabonga Hani, and, you know, really, CPUT have a wonderful spirit about them as well. So just two fantastic teams playing fantastic rugby in really a final of dreams. Lesnar.
No, it's not on the ball.
No, excuse me. It was Toilet. It's getting confused with the blonde hair. It's not the first time it's happened to me in my life. Pipe.
Backwards play on.
Did well to keep it in.
Oh, great skills shown by Pai. He's a real baller.
And another baller. Well, all the forwards are showing off. There was the potential for the pass, however, Nkula.
Final kick, 14.
Oh, just gets in front of the kicker there, Lita Nkula.
Offside.
Did really well. Dummy pass through in the last defender. Opened up behind him, and oof, if you just held on Ngeno, there was some space up behind.
So here we see
Stop, time off.
what led to it all.
Number 8.
Again, we saw Lita Nkula uses his boot very well with his kicking, attacking kicks. Now the impact players come on. Solani comes onto the pitch.
Come back on.
And it's the big Audrey Kermis who's come off. What a game he's had. What a stormer.
Absolute stormer.
A lapse of concentration. You can see the lift isn't so good. The jump isn't good. The timing's not really there. Players are getting tired. People are going to start making mistakes. But it's about who can capitalize on those mistakes. The WSU All Blacks were struggling with that in the first 35 minutes of the game. But slowly but surely started to punish CPUT for ill discipline. Now they have the lead. Just 6 more minutes to go.
And should, hypothetically, CPUT get 3 points, we will see a kick out.
On the angle. In on the angle. From the start.
Fudge, what happened there for the layman?
Yeah, in on the angle from the start.
The referees put it into words nicely. That's Onika Mkijima coming in on the angle. Now the WSU All Blacks are putting all kinds of pressure on him.
Make a choice.
It's been really good scrummaging from Jacobs. And Lindo Kuhle Seteni in that number 17 jumper still applying fantastic pressure on him. And it leaves no option for Onika Mkijima, who will be frustrated going backwards so often. Just tries to be a little bit inventive, change up what he's doing, trying to disrupt the shove. And that's where he gives away the penalty, scrumming inwards. He's a big boy. Bradley van Boven played in the CPUT final in 2019.
Fielded by Pai.
Played away, so it's fine.
Magau is a menace. Nicknamed Hasa. Well, players everywhere. Nkula dodges, dives. Siasanga, Ngubalanga brings him down. Ex-Charmer, Olani gets the pass out now, Mapuku. Stunning cover tackle on him by Lesnar. Man from Eitenache.
Not on the ball.
Seteni at a hard run, hard hit. Can't stop, won't stop. Shlamla Pai, the youngster, is full of energy. Okay, now, if you're a CPUT supporter, your heart's going to be moving a little bit up your chest. No. Reprieve.
Come on, wake up, man! Fucking wake up! Fuck!
Itoje carrying strong. And it's fantastic from CPUT, who are desperate now. We're deep in the final moments of the FNB Varsity Shield final. A crucial play from CPUT. They just want to get a little bit further up the pitch into the WSU All Blacks' half. Hold on to the ball, apply some pressure, and hopefully get those 3 points. Maybe even a kick to the corner to win the game. It'll be interesting to see what option they take if they get the opportunity. Oh, and what a game he has had.
Olani Jacobs. The amount of times I mentioned his ball skills, you know, on top of his hard work. I mean, yeah.
Stunning match for a loose forward.
Ex-buff.
A loose head, rather.
Ujola.
Both sides struggling at line-out time. Another skew line-out, trying to take it at the back. Remember I said the lifting won't be that good. The line-out is closed, the timing is off as well. Struggling with their line-out, CPUT. Lost an opportunity there, and they've given a huge opportunity for WSU All Blacks to manage the game now, slow it down. They'll probably win their scrum ball. They just want to keep it simple, close off the game. 3 minutes left.
Bye. Guys, come on. Get stability, both sides, please get stability. Let's get nice and far behind on his back, okay? That side, get stability as well. New prop, get stability, thank you.
So there's new props, they'll be trying to get that stability.
You cannot scrum like that,
what
guys.
A game by the loose head, Olani Jacobs.
Let's get nice and far behind, okay?
Stunning, definitely put up his hand as well for a man of the match.
Bye. Sit. Keep it straight.
Just after 2.5 minutes left. What a game of rugby we've witnessed. And the hand goes up. The kick to come. CPUT will be doing everything they can to make touch.
Woo! That's big. Bradley van Boven. Lock on the far side. Huge scrummage from him. He's made his weight felt at that scrum. Huge play for them in this game. Vital for them to somehow be able to turn over that ball through a tight head. They've been dominated at scrum time. It's a collective shove. Look at how Van Boven using his weight, giving everything to his prop. Fantastic.
Siyasanga Nkupelanga. To the front, to the back. It works out.
That's exactly what they needed, Anton.
Engelbrecht with the pace, the impetus, dangerous, pays off! Boyka! Draws the man, gets it out! Kudu! And this time, the set of Kidwit, the set of 10,000 raises up! And all those from the DRC, all those from South Africa, all those who, through generosity, lifted this man up. I think you now have the chance to celebrate what you have done. What a moment. And I am going to quote the GOAT. If he were alive today, the late, great Kaunda Ntunja, the best to ever do it, would have said, Shampopo Shapizi.
It's Shampopo rugby, brilliant. Final moments in extra time, out in the corner. Nkutu showed fantastic speed and strength, kept his line, controlled his depth so well. And how's the class from Boyka Lewis?
Okay, thank you.
To put it out of reach now.
And he's got it! Waziza Kubangopana Matakele Sebayeli! CPUT in the most remarkable of circumstances win the Varsity Shield. Fudge, what do you have to say?
Oh, they've done it again, Anton. I can't believe it. Look at what it means to them. Nathan Kutu has been absolutely tireless. He carried on chipping away. He carried on working. He never gave up. Even when he didn't get the reward, he never gave up until the last moment when it mattered the most. He was there to pick up the fruits from the really, really hard labor they did. They were so good, both sides, both squads. All 50 of the players who were on the pitch today. Wow, what a final, Anton.
Fudge, I'm almost in tears. The scenes, the emotion, immediately the opposition players hugging each other. We said the opening sentence was, this is a celebration. This is a triumph. This, it shows what we as people, as South Africans can do, and everybody involved in this has contributed to one of the most remarkable games. CPUT wins the Varsity Shield final, 30 points to 26 over WSU.